Every day, Sonya Ackerman goes to visit her son James.
Hey baby, I love you.
She's here for birthdays, Christmas and Easter, a life she could never have imagined.
You hear of things happening to other people, but you just never ever think you're going to be in that position.
James Ackerman was just 25 years old when he died, a son, brother, husband and father of two.
He was caring, had a very, very big heart. He had a saying that he used to say to us all the time, there's always somebody worse off, Mum.
James was also a talented footballer. He'd risen through the ranks of junior rugby league to play first grade as a forward with the Sunshine Coast Falcons.
Playing for the Sunshine Coast Falcons, making their way out.
Oh, he loved it. He loved it, not just the game, but the mates that he got with it. He used to call them his brothers. He created a lot of brothers over his lifetime.
James was a player that all the players, loved playing beside. He was just one of those tough competitors that did his job every week.
But in June 2015, James would play his last match.
We'd all gone down. It was a lovely winter's day, actually. Good. 5 minutes into the game, he ran the ball up for the last time. Got whacked with the shoulder charge.
James was knocked unconscious. Paramedics worked desperately to save him as the game was suspended.
I couldn't bring myself to go out onto the field. I waited for about 45 minutes and I went out. Seen him laying there. Sorry. I knew then something wasn't going to be right ever again. We were never going to be normal.
Rugby league player James Ackerman has died in hospital 2 days after being critically injured in a...
James's death sent shockwaves through the rugby league community.
Oh, it was just such a surreal feeling. It was some really tough times. I think our initial reaction to the tackle was that he was going to be okay.
The doctor had told us that he was absolutely gobsmacked at the injuries James had caused from a tackle. He said it's very similar to a motorbike accident.
Yeah, it's just tragic in every sense of the word, they're watching, their kids are watching their daddy play football, and then next thing he's in hospital and he's gone.
Big hits and tough tackles have long been trademarks of rugby league.
Extend our heartfelt sympathy.
The Ackerman family is determined their tragedy will be a catalyst for change. They've launched a campaign to improve player welfare and eliminate the shoulder charge.
The force about this shoulder charge ruptured one of James's main arteries, and the other one was hemorrhaging. So it was the whiplash effect that has actually killed James, all due to the force of two people just coming at such a fast speed at one another.
I definitely, it's got to be out of the game, and the Ackermans are very vocal about that, as they should be.
The NRL officially banned the shoulder charge in 2012, but still it appears in the game almost weekly. The Ackerman family acknowledges there's been movement, but wants the penalties increased to act as a stronger deterrent.
It's a bit of a no-brainer, really. Like, the one punch left the game because the penalty got higher. So, in my eyes, the penalty needs to get higher.
One day, hopefully, it is eliminated, but it's rugby league. It's a contact sport. It's going to be very tough to get it out of the game.
The NRL has increased the penalties and strengthened them again this year. Anyone who commits a shoulder charge now serves at least 1 week's suspension. The strongest penalty imposed since 2012 is a 7-match ban. Sonya Ackerman says that's still not enough.
It's not their son that's buried in Cloud Cemetery. It's mine, so it's my right to have my opinion, and we need it out of the game.
The family is also trying to protect the game's most vulnerable players, children. They've designed James Ackerman headgear for juniors, as worn by Johnathan Thurston on the international stage.
It affected me, the fact that he's, being a father with 2 young kids and myself. So, that's how it, affected me, and why I was more than happy to put my hand up for it.
What he did, I'll never be able to thank him for. It was just the most beautiful, beautiful gesture.
And it seems the message is getting through. I get a lot of parents coming up to me saying, that their kids won't play unless they're wearing the headgear and things like that. So, I think it's making a difference. An organ donor, James's family feels in some ways he lives on, and they're determined his legacy won't be forgotten by his children, Ollie and Millie.
I need to make something out there so people will always know who he was, say his name, tell the story, so as Ollie and Millie grow up, they will be talking to people that know about Daddy.